Hello, welcome to this review of LEGO Ninjago set 71784 Jay's Lightning Jet EVO. This set has 146 pieces and is rated for ages 6+. Now I'm starting this review a little bit early because I always find this funny. Sustainable packaging. 3 numbered bags for 146 pieces. Very sustainable packaging. Okay. Now let's switch to when it's actually built so we can actually start this video. We're going to take another quick break in the build just to see because according to the box, this part is an official version of the set, technically, which is the unfinished version is technically an official version according to the box, which just looks freaking ugly because there's this big red thing sticking out the back. And that's kind of annoying, but I don't mind it as much because it's covered up. It would have been nice if they put that in dark bluish gray to match that a bit. But there are 2 versions of this build: finished and unfinished. And the unfinished official version of the build looks pretty ugly. So, just so you're all aware, this is technically an official version of the build without the gold pieces and stuff, but it's just ugly and I would not build it like that ever. So yeah, let's actually finish the build, but LEGO says technically it's finished. But yeah, let's actually finish it though so we can actually review it. So, before we go on to the actual review of the actually finished version of the set, let's make a couple notes about the instructions that I noticed as I was building. For one, there's no instruction bar. Heck yeah, about time. I hope they do away with the progress bar because I thought that was kind of weird. And I don't know if this is the same with all of these Ninjago Evolution sets, but it kind of has little comic book pages throughout, which is kind of a neat touch. It's interesting. I don't really care about it, just thought I'd make a note of it because it's different. There's 2 or 3 of them throughout the set, throughout the instruction booklet, but that's just kind of interesting to figure out how to make a note about it. But first we'll start off with the figure. One figure, of course, being Jay, and he does have 2 head prints. So he's got that one and then yeah, that one. Some nice prints. It's cool that there's the different arm makes it look a little bit different and interesting. As you can tell, I do not know much about Ninjago as of late. It's been quite a long time since I've watched the show. Now let's go on to the actual finished version of the set, which I actually think looks pretty nice overall, except for the back, which kind of looks ugly. I think that's pretty ugly, and it's annoying that you can see those under it. But if you're looking at it from this angle, which if you're a kid playing with it, you'll most likely be looking at it from the back, which is annoying. Sorry for that abrupt cut there and the background noise, just people coming up and down the stairs and vacuuming upstairs or something. But I think overall it looks good from most angles, of course, except from the back. It would have been nice if they beefed up the tail a little bit to better match the shape of the actual plane, and just a couple little modifications would have made that look a lot better. Now overall, I do think it's a pretty good set, worth $10. Yeah, I'd definitely say so. It's got some girth. It's got some meat for a little 146 pieces. Usually they're pretty sets, little $10 sets like this are pretty small, but I think this is actually a good size and a good value for $10. Definitely for a Lego set, you get a figure, which is nice, and a neat little build. Now I'm assuming that's like this because the graphic designers ran out of time, but that's just dumb. That is not a finished version of the build. I don't care if it's like that in the show, like that, unfinished. then I guess that's fine, but they should have did something to the back to not have a big red thing poking out of the back as a part of the finished build. But yeah, other than that, I think it's an overall pretty good set and definitely worth the $10. So yeah, that's about it. Have a good one. Bye.